The night air at Daytona carried a strange kind of silence, the kind that didn't belong at a racetrack. Even the wind seemed to hesitate as it passed over the empty grandstands, whispering through rusted railings and abandoned booths. People said the place had changed after the accident. Said something never left. They called it the Ghost of Daytona. Most people laughed it off. Others refused to come anywhere near the track after sunset. Ethan Cole didn't have the luxury of believing in ghosts or avoiding places that paid. He tightened his grip on the steering wheel of his aging pickup as he pulled into the service gate. His 8-year-old daughter, Lily, slept in the passenger seat, her small head resting against a hoodie that smelled faintly of detergent and home. He glanced at her, softening. "Just one quick job," he murmured, though she couldn't hear him. "Then we're out." Ethan had taken the night shift maintenance job because it paid extra. Single dads didn't get to be picky. Bills stacked up. Groceries didn't wait. And Lily, she deserved more than what he could barely scrape together. Still, something about the place made his chest feel tight. The track lights flickered on in sections, casting long shadows across the asphalt. His job was simple. Drive the maintenance car around, check for debris, report anything unusual. In and out. Nothing unusual. That's what he told himself as he transferred Lily into the back seat of the small maintenance vehicle, wrapping her in a blanket. She stirred but didn't wake. "Stay with me, kiddo," he whispered. The engine hummed to life, echoing too loudly in the emptiness. Ethan drove slowly onto the track. At first, everything seemed normal. Just a wide stretch of asphalt and distant hums of electricity. But halfway through the first lap, his radio crackled. "Unit 3, report your position." Ethan frowned. There wasn't supposed to be anyone else on duty tonight. This is Ethan." "I'm near turn 2, he replied. Static answered him. Then a woman's voice. Soft. Calm. Almost too clear. "Careful on the next curve." Ethan sat upright. "Hello? Who is this?" No answer. He checked the rearview mirror instinctively and froze. For a split second, he thought he saw someone sitting in the back seat beside Lily. A woman. Pale. Still. Watching. He slammed the brakes. The car skidded slightly before stopping. His heart pounded as he twisted around. The back seat was empty except for Lily, still asleep. "Okay," he breathed, forcing a shaky laugh. "You're tired. That's all." But as he turned forward again, the radio crackled once more. "You didn't slow down enough." This time, the voice came from right beside him. Ethan's head snapped to the passenger seat. She was there. A woman in a racing suit, old-fashioned, like something from decades ago. Her dark hair was pulled back, her face calm but marked by something Ethan's throat went dry. "You're not real." She looked ahead, not at him. "Turn the wheel before the second line. The track dips." "I'm not doing this," he muttered, gripping the steering wheel tighter. But the car had already begun to roll again. He hadn't pressed the gas. "Stop," he shouted, stomping the brake. Nothing. The car accelerated. Lily stirred in the back. "Dad." Panic surged through him. "It's okay, baby. Just hold on." The woman finally turned to him. Her eyes weren't empty. They were pleading. "I didn't listen," she said quietly. Not the first time. The car picked up speed, faster now than Ethan had ever driven on this track. "Who are you?" he demanded. "I was the fastest they'd ever seen," she replied. "Until I wasn't." The curve loomed ahead. Ethan's pulse roared in his ears. "Why are you doing this?" "To show you," she said. "What happens when you think you have control?" The car didn't slow. Ethan's instinct screamed. He looked at Lily in the mirror. Fear clutched his chest like a vice. Then he did something he hadn't done in a long time. He let go of the need to fight everything. Tell me what to do, he said. The woman's expression softened. Now, she whispered. Ethan turned the wheel. The car drifted, too fast, too sharp, but somehow, impossibly, it held the line. Tires screamed against the asphalt. The world blurred. And then they were through. The car slowed on its own, rolling to a stop near the infield. Silence. Ethan's hands trembled as he sat there, staring ahead. You saved us, he said quietly. The woman shook her head. No. You listened. He turned to her. Why me? Her gaze shifted to the back seat, to Lily. Because you had something I didn't, she said. Someone to lose. Ethan swallowed hard. What happened to you? He asked. She looked out at the track, her form beginning to fade at the edges. I thought I was invincible, she said. One mistake, and it was over before I could fix it. Her voice softened. I've been trying to warn people ever since. But no one hears me. Ethan hesitated. I heard you. A faint smile touched her lips. Because you were willing to. Her figure flickered. Wait, Ethan said quickly. What's your name? For a moment, the wind seemed to hold its breath again. Then she answered. Maria. And she was gone. The radio fell silent. The track lights steadied. Everything felt normal again. Ethan sat there for a long time before finally exhaling. From the back seat, Lily's sleepy voice broke the quiet. Dad, are we done? He turned, forcing a gentle smile. Yeah, kiddo. We're done. As he drove off the track, he glanced once more in the rearview mirror. For just a second, he thought he saw her again, standing by the curve, watching. Not lost. Not trapped. Just at peace. Ethan tightened his grip on the wheel, but this time, it wasn't fear. It was understanding. Some things didn't disappear. They waited. Until someone was willing to listen.